under 14 from social media goes into effect January 1st. This means sites will have to verify the age of their users.
With this, one online adult content website says it won't be available in Florida starting the next year. News 6 reporter Stephanie Rodriguez breaks it down. All new at 6.
While the law is focused on social media, there is a section that specifically says any site creating sexual content will need to verify that users are 18 or older. Pornhub says they're for age verification, but not in the way the state is suggesting. Right now, adult content site Pornhub lets Floridian users know time is running out. You will lose access to Pornhub in 13 days, the site says. Did you know that your government wants you to give your driver's license before you can access Pornhub? Starting January 1st, children under 14 cannot have social media accounts. Social media platforms must use a third-party verification method. Any website that has material harmful to minors must verify that all users are 18 or older. And social media platforms can face civil claims of up to $50,000 per violation.
I think there are better solutions that we can get to once we start talking with legislators about how to better keep minors from accessing adult content.
The Free Speech Coalition, an advocacy organization for the adult industry, calls the law unconstitutional and filed a lawsuit against it this week.
But I think that asking, Floridians to, upload an ID and scan a face or undergo a background check in order to access legal content is, a violation of their First Amendment right.
The coalition and Pornhub are pro-age verification. However, the site says they don't want the verification process to be up to each platform, instead supporting a device-based process. ILO, Pornhub's parent company, says the law puts people's personal information in jeopardy. They even direct Florida users to a video about their view on device-based age verification. Is that something that the coalition would be for when it comes to having this process in place?
I think that a device-based format is more effective and is less restrictive of adults' access.
It's still unclear how the state will enforce the new law. The coalition is fighting a similar case in Texas that will go before the United States Supreme Court next month. In the studio, Stephanie Rodriguez, Getting Results, News 6.
Yep.
That's also Pornhub off the internet in Florida. I'm out of here. I love y'all.
You got 14 days.
I love y'all.
To pack your shit.
But if they take Pornhub out of Florida, somebody here, I swear to God. Let me see that again, B. Let me see that again. They just want to threaten me. Don't threaten me for a bad time.
You want to see that
That's
one?
what they threaten me.
You want to see that one?
Access to Pornhub in 10 days. I'm gone. 14 days, gone, man. I'm taking me, Mary Palmer, 5 brothers. I'm taking all of us. We is out of this. Women down here, y'all act funny. Y'all act wishy-washy. Y'all ration out the pussy in the head. So a nigga learn to, get by. Ain't no hey to the dick. Joy told me this. You the daddy without the sugar. Okay, I'll be the daddy without the sugar. But if you get rid of motherfucking Pornhub, it's the Florida without the trick daddy dollar sugar. You won't put no sugar on my tongue if you ain't got no Pornhub. Y'all take Pornhub off the internet in Florida. I'm out of here.
Hey man, shout out to Jordan O'Hara, man. We see you, brother, man. Shout out, salute to you, my brother. I'm sorry, man. That was funny, yo. That was funny. But yeah, man, it's right around the corner. 2025 is right around the corner, man. And I'm interested in how they gonna, if they ban, how they gonna, how they gonna do stuff like that. Y'all the guys live in Florida, so you might know a little bit more than I do. So for everybody, man. What's going on out of Florida, man? What's up with this banning, adult content on 2025?
Okay, the situation is right now, 3 of the most serious addiction in the United States right now is adult content, gambling, and alcoholism. Alcohol. Those are the three tops addiction when it comes to the United States. So remember, number one is adult content. So what Florida is doing is pretty much what Texas is doing. Texas is you cannot allow to access any adult content without a verification of an ID, which means you got to be literally 18 and older. So this is stopping from young people, young young adults who are under the age of 18 from them accessing certain adult content. That's pretty much what they're doing. It's not they getting rid of Coin Hub. It's just that you got to just have a pretty much proof of verification. Texas already been on board. Right now they're all going to court, but Texas all they're going extreme with it. They're going to a point they're trying to get rid of it completely. And a lot of people over there in Texas actually agree with Texas because of the rise of addiction when it comes to adult content. And not only that, they not only focus on Cornhub, they also focus on OnlyFans and also other websites as well. So that's why a lot of these websites are trying to petition the Supreme Court, meaning going trying to petition it by going to the Supreme Court and say, hey, no, this violating our rights as Americans. But the thing is, they're not trying to attack the people that's of age. They're trying to pretty much help the young adults so they won't pretty much because remember, they don't have the mind to develop adult content. They're still young, so they won't have no form of addiction. Because we know people like you trick daddy just say like you see we an adult we can go there, ain't no issue, we good. But now you got younger generation who are going there and they get hooked towards that. The same thing when it comes to aspect of gambling and also alcohol. So they just trying to put a stop to it. And remember, we live in a Republican state. Texas is a Republican state. Florida's a Republican state. But a lot of people are on board with what the governor is doing in Florida. I don't hear a lot of pushback with it. Only Trick Daddy, the only one that says something about it. Majority of people, they get it and they on board with it. Go ahead, I can.
We're just trying to make this a good Christian country, a good Christian-based state. We just, I mean, we care about the kids, and Florida want to be as strict as they want to be. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I like the idea too. To me, you shouldn't be 12 years old watching adult content. No,
No,
it's
you
gonna mess with
shouldn't.
your mind. You shouldn't.
So if you want to beat your meat, you got to put your ID up, or we got to, or we just do what we do: use VPNs and illegally access the website and beat your meat while you got a short time on the VPN because it buffers a little bit and then it goes off. That's it.
For me, I think some people might think it's when people that live in other states and look at what Florida's doing and hear about Texas, they might think that it's a little extreme. Me, I'm with you. I kind of don't have a problem with this. I mean, it's not like they're trying to ban people for being on adult content. You like what you like, it's cool, but how can we make it better of not having teenagers not to start early and see content like that, and try to kind of build a wall as ahead. There's no way you can go here. Kind of like you gotta be 18 or 20 in order to drink or go to clubs or something like that as well. So for me, I really don't mind it because I'm gonna see how it works and everything, and and see how the statistics if it's in place, how to see in the next couple of years, if states like Florida, if there was a decline of people watching adult content, something like that. So yeah, for me, I really don't mind it. Just to see how it works out. If it works for the good, it's good because here in America, we live in a highly sexual type of what's the word I'm trying to say? What's the word? Well, I'll just say this. When it comes to social media and things like that, it's a lot of sexual stuff that we see. That's and not to be a bit, but we see the heightened and everything, and and it might well, I'm not saying it might, but it might affect a lot of kids, teenage kids. I know if I was that I'll just say that that age, when it comes to stuff like that, I'll be looking on Facebook or that type of stuff too, as the teen as well. So imagine how back then to now, how social media is amplified from when I was a teen back into the late 2010s, and now that you really have access to anything like that, OnlyFans, Instagram, all that type of things as well. So, but yeah, let's see if it works. And I also kind of anxious to see are more states are going to do this.
Yeah, more likely. More likely because, like I say, adult content, is on the rise. So a lot of people are starting to have strong addiction. Because I be watching a lot of psychology show. A lot of people call in. They say the number one. People always call in. They be like, my husband is hooked on it. My child's hooked on it. I don't know what to do, and that because it's the number one addiction.